It is my pleasure to bring to you all the baddest woman in radio, the baddest host in radio, period. A woman that I've had the pleasure of working for, working with, and she is truly a visionary because she's the one that just came up with this idea off the cuff about we're going to work to get our president elected by messing up on the other folk and everything. And when she said it, I said, I'm with it, I'm with it. So everyone, please welcome Ms. Mildred Gaddis.
Thank you very much. Good evening. I know you can be a lot of places, but we're just excited that you're here. I'm going to be very brief and give you your assignment. Are you ready for your assignment? Yes. Robert Duvall said that nothing can be so unforgiving as time. Nothing can be so unforgiving as time. And the time is now. We went to South Carolina last weekend, and on our way back, I think it was Sunday, Ernest Johnson texted me and sent me this stuff. You gotta check out Bill O'Reilly, and Karl Rove was his guest. And Karl Rove let the cat out of the bag. He said that blacks in America are not as wired as we were the first time Barack Obama ran for president. He said, so if we, speaking of the Republicans, if we can shave off 1% of the black vote, we can take Barack Obama out. Now, you know, it wouldn't be so bad if this had been the worst president who just not honored his responsibility. But early on in this administration, a group of Republicans decided that they would be permanent obstructionists to this president, thereby being permanent obstructionists to the American people and to this country. Now, I don't know about you, but something about that is a bit unsavory. It's a bit unsavory. And as they've taken this posture, they have put their own disdain and hatred for this president ahead of what's in the best interest of America. So I'm listening to Karl Rove, and I'm listening to him say, you know, we've got this thing scientifically. If we can get blacks to remain disenchanted, the excitement is over. Now, I don't know what he meant when he said that we weren't as wired as we were 4 years ago. You know, sometimes people really don't understand us, do they? So I was talking to Ernest, I said, you know something? Two can play this game. There is a $10 million election taking place in this state next month with your and my tax dollars. And the Republican Party has decided it would try and confuse us by sending out this material to have us think that if we don't vote for the president in the primary, that we really don't process the difference between the primary and general election, that we don't understand that there will not be a Democrat opposing Barack Obama. So here's what we're going to do, and here's my challenge and call for you. And I'm asking you to get on the internet, your email, all that stuff that you're doing, call everybody you know across the country, and ask them to look at what their state laws dictate. Here in Michigan, February 28th, it's a Republican primary. We can all vote in that Republican primary if we are registered. So since Karl Rove want to talk about shaving off votes, I'm asking you to help me help Ron Paul get all the votes he can get out of Michigan. They can't control this guy. He is driving them crazy. And if Ron Paul can get enough delegates across this country, he's going to run as an independent. We need Ron Paul in the race to run as an independent. Do not kid yourself. You can vote next month and turn around in November and vote as a Democrat and vote for the president. It's very plain, very simple. Don't allow people to play games with you. Don't be confused by it. Let's get the job done. And my question is, are you up for the charge?
Yeah.
Are you up for the charge? We need to do all that we can do to get this country right-sized up again. You know, never before, when Jimmy Carter was leaving office, a reporter asked Rosalind Carter what was her greatest fear. And she said, my greatest fear is that Ronald Reagan will make Americans feel comfortable with their prejudices. We had no idea what was coming down the pipe. These people have shown up as who they really are. Nothing but disdain for those who have the least. We hear all of this talk about the middle class and absolutely nothing about the poor and the disenfranchised people in this country. Many who find themselves in positions that they did not create.
Amen.
That were created for them. So that's the charge. Starting tomorrow, call everybody, and I'm asking you to make sure, insure, deliver, that you bring or you take at least 10 individuals. 10 people. If each of us will take 10 people, guarantee that they show up at the polls, don't take their word for it, drive them, go with them, whatever we have to do to get them to vote in that election. I promise you, the Democratic Party will never, ever again take you for granted. Not in the state of Michigan. And I don't want to make this foolishness about, you know, a couple of folks have gotten some calls. They're not going to call me. This time, nearly 4 years ago, you all remember, the top Democrats in this state did all that they could to change the rules and give Michigan to Hillary Clinton, but they could not do it. Nothing and no one can question when the time has come. And I'm saying to you, if we execute this with precision in Michigan, our votes will never ever be taken for granted. They will not assume that we're going to deliver blind loyalty as we always have. Show up next month, tell all your friends, get everybody busy, and let's make sure that Ron Paul gets delegates out of Michigan so that he can be in that election in November, shaving off votes from the main candidate of the Republican Party, thereby making it more accessible for Barack Obama to be reelected as President of the United States of America.